Hello, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to have a bit of fun and make a mess, as you can see by my fingers. We're going to have a go at playing with gilding flakes. Now, gilding flakes, they are really fine pieces of material. I don't know what it is, but this is a piece here. And it's very fine stuff, tears very easily, and it's when you're using it, it's actually recommended you don't have any fans or air conditioning going, don't sneeze, don't cough. It will just float everywhere. It's so light and thin and messy and fun. But there's a few different brands and they come in a few different colours. Look, I cannot remember the brand of these. I bought this such a long time ago and I just put them all into containers like this. So there's a gold one. Then there's a coppery coloured one. And here's a silver. And then what I've also done is made a box and I've put all three together so that there's a bit of a mixture, so if I wanted to do multiple colours, I can do that. And there's also another brand called Cosmic Shimmer. So these particular ones I got from a place in Tassie called Image Plus Scrapbook Superstore. They're an online shop, and that's where I bought these particular ones from. But I'm going to show you 4 different ways. There's more than this, but I'm going to show you 4 ways to use these to make some cards and make a mess and have a bit of fun. So let's see, we'll start off with this one. So to do this one, this is double-sided adhesive, so it's like your tape, only it's got paper on both sides. So I've die cut out this motorbike using this double-sided adhesive. Again, this one I got from Image Plus as well. I will add a link in the description to Image Plus in case you want to buy anything. And anyway, so I've die cut that one out. And then I pulled the backing off. Very carefully I've pulled the backing off and I've stuck it onto this piece of card. So what I'm going to do now with this one is I've torn a piece of paper to create a hill, because I want like this. You can see here how I've got, it looks like the bike's going up a hill. So I'm going to line this hill up with the wheels of the bike before I remove the other paper. And so we'll do is VersaFine Clear Twilight and make some hills. And we'll just rub that onto the card. Now, I'm not going to actually make complete cards in this tutorial. This is just basically some ideas on using gilding flakes rather than putting a whole card together. So the idea is to give you some inspiration and get you to use your imagination and make some cards using gilding flakes. A lot of people have them and they've never used them because they're not sure how to use them or what to do with them. Here we go. So there's the bike on the hill. Now I'm going to flip that paper over and I'm going to remove, I'm just going to make sure I've got all that pressed down properly. And I'm going to remove that top layer that's protecting the adhesive. And for this one we'll use silver. So, I've just got to be so careful it doesn't go everywhere. Now a little bit goes a long way, and we're just going to pop it all over the card there. And this will stick to wherever there is adhesive. So just, you can rub it on with your fingers to start with. As you can see, it's blowing everywhere. I've actually got my air conditioner on, but I thought I'd directed it away from here. So once you've got most of it covered, you can always tip your excess back into your box because it can be used. Oh, it's so light and fluffy. I'm just going to pop the lid back on there. So now after you've done that, I've actually got a foam scrubber here, so which is covered in glitter. So you can use that and then go over your picture again using that, and this will get off all the excess flakes. Now you can also, if you've got one of these glue erasers, you can use one of those, but I'd be a little bit more cautious using it, and you can use that to get away the excess as well, but I personally prefer this one. So I'll just keep rubbing that until it's all off. And there you go. So from there you can decorate and add more to the card to suit whatever you want the card for. So that's one way to use this. Now I'll just clean this up a bit. Put the excess back in the box. Now I've got some wet ones here. I'm just going to wipe my area down a bit because there's a lot of flakes floating around here. Okay, so now number 2. So we're going to have a go at doing this one this time. Excuse me. So what I've done here, I'll just get a piece of card. Again, I'm not making these into a card. This is just to show you the technique. So I need, for this particular one here, so I need sticky embossing powder. So this is a Ranger brand. You need Versamark. And we're going to put the Versamark onto a stamp. Make sure it's well covered. Now, I guess in a way, this particular way is a bit of hit and miss, because if you don't stamp it properly and get all the areas with the Versamark on it for the embossing powder to stick to, then your gilding flakes won't stick. So once that's done, just make sure it's on there properly. Then put your sticky embossing powder on. Another bit of paper. Tip off your excess. It's probably a bit hard to see that on there. I'll put the rest back into the container. I'll pop the lid on that so I don't spill it. So now we're going to heat it. Now when you're heating this sticky embossing powder, don't overheat it. You basically just want to melt it. And then we need to work reasonably quick before it loses its sticky. So just, it's going to be a bit noisy while I turn this on. So let's do this. I've got a bit of powder there. I don't want that there. Okay. I don't know whether you'll see this changing or not. Okay, so that's that one. I think we'll do this one in gold. So again, now you can pop your flakes over the area you've just embossed with the sticky embossing powder and give it a rub on. Take off the excess. Oh, you can see, yep, there you go. I've missed doing a bit of embossing there, I think. Either that or I've rubbed it too hard. Okay, and we'll just put the excess back into the container. And then I'll go over it again gently with my foam scrubber to get rid of the excess. Oh no, I got most of it, I think. Oh no, I missed a bit on her hand. Oh, that's a pity. See if I can get some more out from between her wings. See if we can get that on there or not. No, I obviously didn't put enough, or I missed it when I was putting the embossing powder on it. But look, it's just an idea, and if you persevere with it, you can get it to work, because there's one that I did earlier and that one worked fine. So, and that's using the copper flakes. So it does work. Okay, so that's 2 ways to use it. Now I'll just clean up my mess again. And then we'll go on to the next one. Okay. Where have I put my lid? Just put that lid on there before it blows everywhere. Now this one. So all I've done with this is just double-sided sticky tape. So I've already put some on there. So I'll just put a couple more rows on. Now you can, if you want to, cover the whole card like this, or you can just do a portion of it, which we're going to do here, so you can decorate the rest of it. Then trim off the excess tape. There we go. And make sure they're stuck down really good. Very well. Oh, got a bit of hair there. Then we're going to peel the top of the protective paper off the tape. So while I'm doing this, I'll just let you know that I've got a couple of Facebook groups. One is called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. And if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to, and you can share your crafty creations with us all. And the other group is Barossa Valley Crafts, which is more about my tutorials for here. But I'll add the links in the description, and if you'd like to join, you're more than welcome. Okay, so once you've got all that off, so for this one, I'm going to use this one with all the mixture of colour in it. So we'll just pick out some flakes, just dab them randomly around it. See if we can get some silver in here. So look, when you buy them, sometimes they're really easy to separate, and sometimes they just come in clumps. Okay, we'll just move that around, make sure it's all covered over wherever the adhesive is. Okay, and oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't take a piece of paper off. There we go. That's good. So like I say, this is very messy, but you can get some beautiful results using this. Just tip that excess away. And now we'll just go over it a bit more with this to get off the rest. So there you go. So there's another way you can use it. And then from there you can just use whatever decorations you want to suit the occasion for the card. And the last one we're going to do today is this one. So what I've done, I've used a quickie glue pen. Again, you can get this one from Image Plus. And you can do any pattern or design you like, but this one, well, all I've done was I've just very slowly, it's like it's not like, it is a glue pen, and use it like a biro, and all I'm doing is just lines of glue. So here's one that I've done a little bit earlier to save a bit of time. So you can probably see that shining, I'm not sure. But then when it's dry, it's tacky. And while it's tacky, you add your flakes. So we'll just sprinkle them around and rub them on. And it should stick to wherever that quickie glue pen was drawn. It's hard to see it when you're doing it because it's almost clear as you're putting it on. Okay, just gently wipe off the excess. Put that back into the jar. Yeah, we'll just go over it a bit more. You could do some awesome effects with this. Now, the background that I'm working on here has been done with the Lavinia ink sprays. So I do have a tutorial there on using ink sprays. I'll add that as a link into the description, so you can make some awesome backgrounds using ink sprays. But there's that one. So look, just like I say, there's more ways than I have done here that you can use these gilding flakes, but they're not something you hear a lot about. And I guess a lot of people don't like the mess that it creates when you're using them. So if you can get past that, you're only limited by your imagination. I'll just pop all these here so you can see them. So that one is with the quickie glue pen. That one is using the double-sided sticky tape. This one is using the sticky embossing powder. And this one was using the die cutouts on double-sided adhesive sheets. So actually, I'll show you. They come in, you can get all different sizes. You can get A4 sheets, you can get smaller ones. So this is the double-sided adhesive sheet. You can buy rolls of double-sided tape like this. This is a Couture Creations one. But by using that, you can only use one side of it because the other side is going to stick to a card. That's where the sheets of double-sided adhesive are better if you're going to be doing die cuts, which is what they were. Look, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up. And hopefully we'll see you in the Facebook groups. Bye.